lack of knowledge is the reason most players never make it pro. You see, I've played for my national team at youth levels, I've played academy football almost my whole life, and I've made it to the pro stage at 19 by simply understanding one simple thing. It's not about the amount of hours you spend on the pitch, it's about the quality of those hours. And it's about the quality of the hours you're recovering, your nutrition, your sleep, your mental training that you do every single day for years to make it to an academy and then a professional team. So today I'm going to tell you exactly how you need to be training, recovering and developing your confidence to make it to the pro stage. So make sure you watch this video to the end because this is going to be mind-blowing. Okay, so let's start with the most important thing that you can start doing today to see amazing results, not in 1 week, not in 2 weeks, but down the line. In 3 months from now, 6 months from now, you'll be unrecognizable. And it's literally get a piece of paper in front of you and write down your weaknesses, your strengths, write down your position, your play style, and what qualities do you want to have that are going to make you stand out on the pitch. So if you look at the best players in the world, they all have 1, 2, 3 qualities that really and truly make them extremely good and actually make them stand out on the pitch. So we look at Erling Haaland's strength and speed and his finishing ability. That's really and truly what he's known for. If you look at Mbappe, it's his speed, his dribbling and his shooting. But if you look at those players, they're not good in everything. They're not the best at passing, they're not the best at defending, they're not the best at tactical understanding of the game, perhaps, or they have qualities they're just okay with, but still they're the best players in the world for a reason, because in football there's 11 players on the pitch, and every player needs to fulfill a certain responsibility and role on the pitch. And if everyone was doing the same thing on the pitch, then really and truly the team wouldn't work. So this is why you have to train to your own specific position, play style and qualities. So if you're a right winger or if you're a left winger and you want to be the guy that always cuts on sides and scores goals like Robben did or Michael Olise, then work on this for the next year. Literally every single time you go to the pitch, just work on cutting inside and taking a shot, cutting inside and passing your 1-2 and then getting an assist, and just be the best at this. If you're a center back, you want to be the best, absolutely the best at heading the ball and defensive one-on-ones, then just work on this for the next year, for the next 2 years. And don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean you shouldn't train all the other aspects of your game, but you shouldn't want to make them perfect because that's not realistic. As a football player, you will have a couple qualities that are extremely good. The rest of them are just going to be average for a professional standard. So if you look at Van Dijk's dribbling or shooting, trust me, they're not bad. They're still at a very good level, but they're average compared to other professionals. And that's the best thing about football, because he doesn't need to. You literally pick your character and you literally develop it for the next 5 years, and you will be an outstanding player compared to all the rest of the players that are trying to train everything all together. Now, the second thing that I want you to write down on that piece of paper is literally your goal for this day, for next week, for next month and next year. But write down your goals, what you want to improve on. So now you know exactly you want to improve in those 2-3 qualities you want to be the best at. Then you have some weaknesses that you want to just bring to a good level, not an extraordinary level. Then you have some things that the coach requires from you, like tactical understanding or defensive ability, pressing ability. You write down literally every single thing, and you put the priorities to those qualities that you want to be the best in, and then you just go down and down and down to the things that you don't really need to train. I want you to write down literally every single thing and just work on those. Create a plan for yourself for the next week, for the next month, for the next year that you're going to have to follow every single day of your life. Listen, you don't need to train for 6-7 hours a day, even if it's 2 hours a day. Just follow that plan, because I see so many players, and including myself when I was younger, just went to the pitch, just literally training random things every single day. And in that time, I thought this is making me a better player. But really and truly, I didn't realize that it was literally just a waste of time. So if anything, it was just making me a worse player, because I didn't have no structure and I didn't know exactly how my character should look like. So this is to say that you need a plan. You need a plan for your week, you need a plan for your month, you need a plan for your year. So write down those qualities, write down your weaknesses, your strengths, and create a training plan, create a recovery plan, and create a confidence development plan all around those things. So that piece of paper should be literally the first thing you see when you wake up and the last thing you see when you go to sleep. You have to have it in your mind 24/7. And the third thing that really is going to change the way you train, recover, develop your confidence is start looking at the details. Because you see, most players want to do a drill, want to do something that's incrementally going to do them better in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But really and truly, the professionals are looking at the 1%, 2%, 3%. So if there's a drill or there's a recovery method that you can do to get better 1% every single day, then day by day, implementing 10, 15, 20 of those, you're going to see big changes in your game, big changes. And people don't realize this. They like to look at, oh, give me one recovery tool that's going to make me incredible on the pitch. Give me one drill that's going to make me the best player. Give me one tip. But really and truly, it's not one tip. It's not one recovery tool. It's not one drill that you can do to develop at a professional standard. Really and truly, it's 10, 15, 20, 30, even 100 of those that you have to follow every single day. Some of them take a minute a day, some of them take 5 minutes a day, some of them take 10 minutes a day. It all depends on the kind of tools, drills, or methods you use to develop as a player. But stop looking at the 50%, 100%, because this just doesn't exist. There's drills that are better than the others, there's tools that are better than the others, and there's methods that are better than the others. But even then, you need to be focusing on so many things at the same time. And the only way you can actually follow them every single day is by literally writing it down. So as soon as you're going to write down everything that you're supposed to do throughout the day, like I told you before, you can look at that piece of paper and you know exactly what you're going to do, instead of just literally trying to remember everything, because that's literally just impossible. So sometimes you'll forget to do a thing, sometimes you'll forget to do a drill. So this is why you shouldn't rely on memory to do everything perfect throughout the day. You should literally just write down everything, and it's like non-negotiables that you have to follow every single day. And as soon as you write them down, then you can look at them whenever you like. And even if you forget anything, then you can just look at a piece of paper and know exactly, okay, this is what I'm doing. But for a lot of you guys, it's kind of hard to get all this knowledge and information and write it down on a piece of paper. And I get it, man. It took me so many years of studying and literally doing research on hundreds of professional players and myself and professional coaches that I was surrounded all the time to create a perfect routine, to create perfect training exercises, recovery methods, and confident development tools that you can use every single day to develop as a player. It took me so long to learn everything. And really and truly, if I knew all this information when I was 14, 15, I would have probably played in Premier League. I would have probably played La Liga football, but I didn't. I had to learn everything through my own mistakes, and it happens, man. But this allowed me to create a program with 60 plus lessons that already helps over 50 players get to the next level in football by literally optimizing every single thing they do throughout the day when it comes to their training, when it comes to their recovery, when it comes to their tactical understanding of the game, or their confidence on the pitch, emotional control. And it allowed me to give opportunities to young players that I never had before. So this is why I've partnered with Marvin Hamilton, a professional coach in England and an ex-professional player that played for his national team, played professional football in England, Australia, Cyprus. I've partnered with him to give the most talented and the guys that have the most potential actual trials at professional teams in England. Now, obviously, even if you're inside the program, you'd have to be good enough and you'd have to be willing to travel from your country to England. But it's a great opportunity for any of you guys that just wants to develop as a player. So right now there's an exclusive offer to the program that if you join now, you'll get lifetime access to the program. So if you want to join and make 2026 the year that you finally make it to the pro stage, I've put the link to the program down in the description, and I've also put my Instagram there so you can DM me if you have any questions regarding the program. And also, guys, make sure to subscribe to my channel right here, because all I do on this account is talk about football and how you can stay at the top of your game. I'll see you next time.